Regina, may I have a word with you?
What is it, Laura?
Lately, I have been receiving a lot of advice.
Of course you have. I wonder if you are aware of what it means to be a wife.
What it means to be a wife? I am doing my best in housework and work.
That's the problem. Are you taking care of Jason well enough? What about breakfast? What about dinner?
I do make them every day for Jason. But sometimes I cut corners.
That's not good enough. As a wife, you should do better for your husband, especially for my son Jason.
I see. But it is not easy to meet your expectations.
You're spoiled. I have to talk to you like this because you are not doing it right.
Regina, I am trying. But I think sometimes I need to take a break.
Take a break? You can't say that. You can't officially call yourself a wife until you are approved by me.
Why are you being so strict?
I'm being strict because I want you to be a better wife. Do you clean the house? Do you do it properly every day?
I clean the house every day. But it's not quite up to your standards. Cleaning is not an easy thing to do.
What about the taste of your cooking then? Jason likes my cooking the best. How about your cooking?
I'm doing my best. But everyone has their own preferences in seasoning.
No, it's your duty as his wife to adapt to his tastes. Besides, your cooking is still not good enough.
Oh no.
You don't work hard enough. You are slow in everything. And you should be more polite in your greetings to me.
I understand. I will be more careful.
First of all, you need to get my approval. You have to fulfill your role as a wife.
Regina, to be honest, it's hard for me to hear you speak so harshly.
I won't if you get better. When I was young, I was taught in the same strict manner.
I see.
So you should work harder so that you can be approved by me.
Yes, I understand.
Regina,
how many times do I have to tell you?
What is it out of the blue?
Are you harassing me?
What are you talking about?
You put a travel brochure in the mailbox again, right?
Oh, I put them in the mailbox in the hope that they would help you plan your honeymoon.
I told you not to put in too many brochures at once. My mail carrier tried to put some mails, but it wouldn't fit. He had to come back over and over again.
So I did it out of the kindness of my heart.
There are other ways to do it, like putting the pamphlet in a bag and hanging it on the doorknob. Please think about it a little.
So? What are you going to do about where you're going for your honeymoon?
We are still in the process of deciding.
What? You haven't decided yet? It's already been more than half a year since the wedding.
It's hard to set a date since Jason and I both have work schedule.
I went to the trouble of bringing a good plan to you guys, even for the wedding too. And when I attended the wedding, it didn't reflect any of my ideas. Why did you take my proposal of such a beautiful wedding venue and sumptuous food? I did my research and put my heart and soul into my choices, and you guys didn't seem to take any of it into consideration.
It is up to the bride and groom to decide what kind of wedding they want. The plan you brought to us was indeed lovely, but we couldn't afford them because they were all over our budget. It wasn't realistic considering our financial situation.
You can take out a loan or whatever for that kind of thing. A wedding is a once-in-a-lifetime event, so it's okay to splurge a little. You can deal with the money later.
We don't want it to interfere with our future lives. We couldn't take out a loan and spend money on a wedding. We needed to make a realistic choice. Besides, there's no point in wrangling over a story that is already over. So let me stop you there.
Then you should totally agree with me on the honeymoon. You can't go wrong with my recommendations. I'll use the knowledge I've gained as a travel agent to make the best plan for you.
It's between me and Jason, so let us decide about our honeymoon. The trip is for the two of us to enjoy together, though I appreciate your opinion. We have the right to make the decision.
No, it is not. To begin with, this is a big deal that nothing has been decided yet. You're supposed to go on a honeymoon while you are still newlyweds. And yet, you haven't even decided on a place yet. It's too late to be thinking about lodging and transportation arrangements now, no matter how much you want to.
That doesn't mean you should push your proposal. I'll be grateful for that pamphlet as a reference for deciding on a location. But we don't need them anymore. And please, stop putting them in our mailbox.
Then call me as soon as you decide on a date. I'll check to see if that's good enough or not.
No, you don't have to do that either. Please respect that we have decided ourselves.
Huh? Are you really going to ignore my advice?
I still have some housework to do, so if you'll excuse me. I'm sure you will have some suggestions for us in the future. I hope you will respect our choice.
To begin with, do you even take a wedding or honeymoon seriously? From what I've seen so far, you don't seem to be consistent in your planning. The ceremonies and plans I've shown you aren't just gorgeous. They each have their own meaning, and I've chosen them with an emphasis on tradition and prestige. You made a selfish decision without understanding that it will affect Jason's future.
I understand what you're saying, but we have our own plans. We want to proceed with our honeymoon in a way that makes sense for both of us. Besides, considering our lives from now on, we think it is best to have a plan that we can enjoy without being overwhelmed. I appreciate your advice, but ultimately, we want to make the final decision.
But still, the fact that you ignore my plans and proceed in your own way, it's a sign of your lack of appreciation for me. Do you have any idea how much time I've spent researching and proposing something good? It's a real shame that you guys don't get it.
Of course we are grateful, but our wedding and honeymoon are ours. We can't take all of your opinions into consideration. We have our own ideas and dreams, and we want to cherish that.
Then you should have told me that earlier. I can't help but worry about whether your plans will really work out.
I understand your concern. Please believe in us and watch over us.
Believe and watch over you guys. But if something goes wrong, don't forget to talk to me right away. I will help you.
Thank you. I'll keep that in mind.
Hey, Laura. How's it going? I'm exhausted from working all day.
That must have been tough.
I just checked into the hotel I'm staying at on my business trip.
Thanks for your hard work.
Thank you. I had to work late today. Thanks to that, I had to go to many offices.
Have a good rest.
So, I just realized I got a text from my mom. Reading her message, it seems she's complaining about something. She sent me a message saying that she gave you a pamphlet and you complained about it, but I don't know what she meant. It's like she's meddling in our honeymoon again. I don't know why she's interfering so much.
Oh yeah, she stuffed the travel brochures into the mailbox. I don't know how many times she has done it.
It's almost like she's harassing us. This is getting annoying.
I took a look at the brochure just for reference, but all I could find were package tours with tour operators, and they weren't even for honeymooners.
Well, my dad said, my honeymoon was a package tour with an escort that my mother applied for. He said that even though it was their honeymoon, they didn't have much time to be alone together, so it was a little unsatisfying for him. Mom seemed to have enjoyed the trip, though.
So, because she enjoyed herself, she's recommending us to do the same?
Probably. Mom's opinion is that she's pushing what she enjoyed. Well, I haven't told her what kind of honeymoon we want. If I told her, her meddling spirit will be triggered in another direction, so I'm not going to tell her.
Haha.
It's okay. She's always been like that. Even if it has nothing to do with her, she wants to get involved in everything if she gets interested in it. That's why I'm not telling her about it.
Oh, that's why you asked me to keep quiet about it too. But are you sure?
Yes, I'm sure. My dad knows about it and he's aware of it. I want to ask you to do the same.
If you insist, I understand. But I'm a little worried. I can't predict how much she will interfere.
Don't worry, Laura. Our honeymoon is ours. Our first priority is to enjoy it without Mom's interference.
Laura!
I'm kind of nervous and excited.
What?
You don't feel excited? You are a person without feelings. Isn't today the day you finally leave? You're going on your honeymoon, right?
What are you talking about?
Oh, you're still talking like that. Do you think I don't know anything about it?
I really don't know what you're talking about.
I don't know why you guys have been trying so hard to hide it from me, but I know everything. Where you are going, when you are going, everything.
So what are you talking about? I really don't know, Regina.
Well, there's no point in keeping it a secret. I know everything.
What are you talking about, Regina? How can you be so sure?
I know that you are making preparations without telling me. You thought I would oppose it anyway, didn't you? But it's no use. I already know everything.
But I really have nothing to hide.
Well, I will see you there. I know exactly where you guys are going. Laura, where are you now?
Huh? Why?
I need you to pick me up.
Pick you up? Where are you?
It's obvious, isn't it? The airport.
Airport? What airport?
Honolulu Airport.
What?
So, where did you decide on the hotel you're going to stay at? Hey, I'm asking you which hotel are you staying at in Honolulu? Just tell me already.
Why did you go to Hawaii? For some reason, it sounds like you went to Hawaii with the intention of joining us. But we don't have such a plan.
You know, it doesn't work like that even if you try to fool me. You guys are on honeymoon in Hawaii today, right?
What?
I heard Jason telling his father that you guys are going to visit Diamond Head. Diamond Head is in Hawaii. I managed to confirm the itinerary by checking the text between my husband and Jason.
You snooped on your husband's phone?
We're a married couple, so it's fine. But that's not the point. The point is the honeymoon. Hawaii means snorkeling, right? Oh my God. I didn't recommend snorkeling tours. Again, like the wedding, you didn't reflect my recommendations at all. So, I decided to accompany you on your honeymoon and let you enjoy sightseeing in Hawaii with my recommended sightseeing spots. And cancel that boring snorkeling thing.
Regina?
Come on, come and get me.
We're in New York now.
What? Why?
Maybe you didn't know. There were other places we wanted to go besides Hawaii.
Huh? What are you talking about?
We wanted to go to New York once.
What?
By the way, about Diamond Head in Hawaii. Both Jason and I had been there on a trip with friends when we were in college. So this time, we decided to visit the sights of New York City, which we had never been to before.
New York?
Yes, New York.
So you're not in Hawaii?
No, we're not.
Oh my God! Well then, I'm going to New York right now.
No. Even if you head this way now, we've already started moving on to another tourist destination.
Huh?
New York is a big city, so I'm planning to pinpoint the sites I'm interested in and take a quick tour.
That's boring, isn't it? You have to look around more carefully to understand how much fun it is.
Not really. What we are looking forward to the most on our honeymoon is to enjoy the cityscape and scenery of New York while riding the trains and subways.
I beg your pardon. There's no way you can enjoy such a random trip. You should be more organized and take your time to see the sights.
What you enjoy is up to each person, and it is a matter of taste and values. You and I just have different ways of enjoying ourselves.
Laura, how could you? How dare you to ignore the kindness I've done for you?
Jason wants to talk to you about that as well, so I'll let him take over.
What? Jason? Hi, Mom. Jason? Is something wrong? We've moved. After our honeymoon is over, we're going straight back to our new house. What? What are you suddenly saying? I always tell you that you have to report such things properly. Oh no. Come to think of it, as a mother, I've been bothered by this aspect of your personality for a long time. I need to take a look at the furniture and arrangement of your new house. So, where did you move to? I won't tell you. Huh? Why won't you tell me? If by some chance you find out, don't come. Why? You need my opinion, don't you? I don't need it. That's an opinion you're forcing on me. As Laura told you earlier, everyone has their own values, and what they want to enjoy is different. I'm doing this for you. I think it's totally fine to go as far as to make recommendations for the best interest of others. But when your opinions are not taken seriously, you get into a hissy fit and start acting in a harassing manner. I think you've been estranged from your friends and neighbors, and finally isolated yourself. That's not true. What? You don't think they still adore you? Of course not. There were people who were on the verge of divorce or family breakup because of you. I didn't know that. You didn't even check the truth of the neighbor's wife who was rumored to be cheating on her husband. You caused an unnecessary commotion by advising her husband to get a divorce without checking the truth of the rumor of her affair. What? Did I do that? Also, I have a classmate who goes to cram school and comes home late. And you mistakenly told his parents that he was playing around because he was a delinquent for some reason. They were just annoyed when you came to their house day after day to give them advice on their educational policy. What? I didn't mean to do that. There are many other things. I can't tell you how many friends I lost because of that. What? Above all, my dad. He always had to clean up your messes. Clean up my mess? I can't even count the number of times my dad has come to apologize to people who were inconvenienced because of you. When I was growing up, I used to go with my dad to apologize with him. That's terrible. I've worked so hard for all of us. That's what I'm talking about. Pushing your opinions, even when people didn't ask for them. But... Anyway, in the future, if you come to our new house, I'm not going to let you into our new house, and I'm not going to listen to what you have to say. I'm breaking off the relationship with you. No way! Anyway, where we are now is not Hawaii. Well then, I can recommend a place in Hawaii. I'll come up with a good plan and we can go around together. What are you talking about? What? Don't interrupt our honeymoon. Just go home. Laura, please help me. Yes? Jason told me he won't tell me where you moved to. There's nothing I can do about that. After discussing it with Jason, we decided not to let you know. Why did you do that? Did I do something wrong? How can you say such a thing, Regina? Your past over-interference is the problem. Please, give us more freedom in our lives. I was just trying to do the right thing for the both of you. That is the problem. Your behavior is a burden to us. But we are family. Because we are family, it is important that we respect each other's space. We want to live our lives at our own pace. Are you sure that means you don't want to be involved with me anymore? Regina, please think about it. As Jason said, there are people who have been inconvenienced by your involvement in the past. So have we. I don't mean to be a nuisance. I just thought it was for the best. What you did for the best can be a burden to the other person. Oh no! Don't be so cold, Laura. I am really in trouble. I really don't know what to do. You brought this on yourself, so please think about the solution by yourself. We will not be involved with you anymore. What am I supposed to do? Alone in Hawaii? Please, do as you like. Since you have come all this way, why don't you enjoy yourself and go back home? At a time like this? What are you talking about? Well then, Regina, we want to enjoy our trip to the fullest, so I'm going to block you. Wait a minute, Laura. What should I do? After that, Regina managed to return home alone. It seems she had quite a hard time getting home.
But as soon as she got home, my father-in-law gave her a surprise. He gave her divorce papers. He had been thinking about divorcing Regina for a long time. She was shocked and tried to get him to reconsider. However, he was so determined that she finally accepted the divorce in tears. After the divorce, her life changed completely. She lost the trust of those around her because of her over-involvement behavior. She gradually became estranged from her friends and acquaintances. With no one to rely on, she was left to live on her own. She had no choice but to look for a part-time job. I think it would be good for her to reflect on how much trouble her actions were causing to those around her. Meanwhile, as for us, we are enjoying our new life after our fun honeymoon. The environment in the new place is good, and both Jason and I are settling in well. My father-in-law has moved in near us and we see him frequently. He is really enjoying his new life and is thriving. We will continue to build a new life together as a couple. We plan to continue to have a good relationship with my father-in-law as we build a new life together